Hi, my name is Himanshu and this video lesson is going to be about the past perfect tense. I know it can be really confusing sometimes, especially beginners. Very often they confuse it with the past simple because both these tenses, the past perfect tense and the past simple, are used to talk about an action that happened in the past. And this video lesson is going to be just about that. So watch this video until the end. Hopefully by the end of this video lesson you will have learned basically what is the past perfect tense and why it is different from the past simple. Alright. First, we will look at how do you form a past perfect tense. To form a past perfect tense, we need a subject plus had plus a verb in the past participle form. That is our V3. Our subject can be any of the pronouns or a noun. In this example sentence, our subject here is he had. Third form of the verb leave, left. When I reached there. Alright. So this is two clause sentence. There are two clauses in this sentence. This is one clause and this is another clause. Two clauses basically means two actions happened in the past. If two actions happened in the past, obviously they did not happen simultaneously except by chance. One action happened first, then the other action happened. And that's basically why we use the past perfect tense to show the sequence of the two actions that happened in the past, right? So this is our timeline. This is our present now. This is one action that happened in the past. This is another action that happened further back in the past. In time, the action that happened first were past perfect. And the action that happened later is the past simple. Alright. And both these actions are past actions because both of them are in the past. If this is the past or the present, then basically our past perfect tense is the past of the past because it refers to an action that happened earlier than this action which is already in the past, alright? And both these actions have some sort of connection. They're dependent on each other. If you want to talk about this one, you have to have this one here. This does not exist without this one. And this basically acts as a reference point. This word past time reference. There's something happened earlier which is in relation to this action. Alright. And a past time reference point could be an explicit time expression. You know, time expressions are like 2 p.m. Monday, year 2020. It could be anything. It could be from a moment to a decade. Basically anything which indicates a particular time. Alright. Or it could be an action or a situation. This is past time reference. Alright. And sometimes it is not indicated in our sentence, but it is always there somewhere around our sentence. In this example sentence, our past time reference is this action, when I reached there. So this is past action, it's a simple past. So when this action happened, this had already happened. So when I reached there, he was not there because he had left. My mother had prepared the meal when I came home. So when I came home, the meal was ready. I just came home and had my meal. I did not have to wait for the meal because my mother had already prepared the meal. Alright. Because he had lost the keys, he could not go into the store. Again, two actions, and obviously this happened first because these were past perfect. Because he had lost the keys, he did not have any keys, and since he did not have any keys, how could he have got into the store? So he could not go into the store because he had lost the keys. Alright. So this had happened first in the past. As a result, this happened later in the past. Alright. So this is one way of forming the sentences. If you want, you can put them another way. For example, this sentence, you can start the sentence from here. When I reached there. Now this part, he had left. Alright. And this one would become, when I came home, my mother had prepared the meal. And the last one would look like, he could not go into the store because he had lost the keys. Remember, by doing this, you are only switching their positions. You're not changing their meaning. Their meanings will remain same, alright? You can choose to put it this way or this way. That is your choice. All right.